Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Wanted to bring you this short video this afternoon. And today we're going to be talking about the Crimson Trace Railmaster, and specifically the CMR-201. Now, Crimson Trace been around the gun industry for a long time, makes excellent products, great customer service. They made in the USA. These are the type of lasers that you can, red dot lasers that you can depend your life on. There's all kinds of cheap versions and knockoffs and everything else. Matter of fact, there's a knockoff, a Chinese knockoff of this particular one. If you're going to put a red dot on any type of weapon that you plan on depending your life on, you need to make sure it's dependable and reliable and so forth. So let me talk a little bit about why I bought this and what I kind of bought it for and so forth. When I got to researching, I had gotten into, because I run microdots and flip ups and backup sites and all that, so I'd never really used lasers a whole lot. I've used them in the past some, but what got my interest in really researching this, and I've done a couple videos already, but I wanted to give a specific video about the Crimson Trace, but I'm going to lead up to that to explain why I wound up with this particular model that I did. I got into night vision, and I wanted an option to be able to utilize my night vision with, and Crimson Trace makes two versions. They make this one, which is the standard red that you see that's visible to the naked eye, and they also make an IR version of this exact same one. And so I was on the fence about getting the IR or the red, and because of, typically you would think, okay, you need to go with the IR version if you are going with night vision. I opted for the visible red version. For a couple different reasons. A, I can use it anytime, day or night. I can use it with or without night vision. I can see it, use it, so forth. The other one, the IR, you have to have night vision on to see it. So I wanted something a little more flexible, and it has its advantages and disadvantages using it with night vision. I'll say that. So that what led me to buying this was my research for a good laser to utilize with night vision. The bonus side of it was I got a good laser I can use anytime, and that's kind of what I'm talking about today. So when you get into lasers, especially for long guns like an AR, there's all kinds out there, and they're the higher end ones, the D-balls and stuff like that, they are very expensive. The PEC boxes, and they're pretty heavy, they're pretty big and bulky. Well, I'm kind of like a lot of people. I wind up hanging enough junk off my rifles for various reasons. I try keeping it to only useful items, but if you keep hanging stuff off, it starts getting pretty heavy. But I want something easy, lightweight. You typically see people run this style on a pistol, which is not, it's actually small and designed for, I would say it's more designed for a pistol, but it works excellent on a long gun like an AR. And it comes in this box. You will get the instructions, the warranty card, all that. It also comes with some necessary wrenches to make adjustments for windage and elevation. It actually comes with a couple little cleaning like Q-tip looking things and so forth, and that's what you get in the box. So the unit itself is that right there, and if you notice, it is very small, and you see it's got these two wings here, and that's kind of designed really with the two wings more so for a to mount on a pistol, which that's okay, and it works excellent here. This one also has ambidextrous on and off for right and left side. You can hit it with either your on either side of the right or left, and let me show you, and it comes on just like that. Now, it does not have a momentary on. This particular model, you have to hit the button wants to cut it on, wants to cut it off, and you can do that either side. Now, you could hit one side on, one side on, one side off, either way. But the way I do it is I hold the rifle this way. It gives me access to my light, and it actually gives me access to my red dot very easily that way too. But that's how I mount mine. It's very lightweight, weighs very little to nothing. When I first mounted it, it comes with a few different mounting options for different style mounts. So you just have to sort through and figure out what works on yours particular application. When I first got it installed, I went to make my adjustments, and I noticed that I ran out of adjustment trying to get it zeroed. And there's a few different ways to zero. Obviously, shooting it makes it simple, but you can actually co-witness it with other optics that you already have on your rifle that are zeroed. There's a way to do that. So I noticed I was running out of adjustments. So I was like, well, this is not going to work. And I thought maybe it was because the way I had it mounted or something. I wasn't quite sure. So I called Crimson Trace, talked to customer service, and they apologized for any issues. And they told me to tap on it. That would, there's something in there that I don't know how it works, but either way, tapping on it would loosen that up to the point of being able to make more adjustment. And they said, I forget, he tried explaining it. It's hard to go into it now. I just know that A, I had an issue, B, they corrected it over the phone, very nice, and the method that they use, which is, again, tapping on the unit. And I don't know if you tap in a specific place. This has been a couple years ago. And so I don't remember if you tap it in a certain area on it. You have to, if you have the same problem, call them. They'll explain it to you. So far, I really like this. Battery life's good. Not really had any issues with that. The overall fit and finish is excellent, just like anything that Crimson Trace makes. And I highly recommend, if you're looking for something small, compact, and doesn't really add any significant weight at all to an AR, I would highly recommend one of these. And you know, it's one of those where I've got my backup sights front and rear. I do run a microdot. I run the angled or the straight 4N here, a mag pull, and a light. I always recommend having a light on any kind of work-related self-defense style weapon. That way I'm not digging around and you know, as the old saying goes, 2 is 1, 1 is none. If I jump up out of the bed and can't find my other one, I know this one's here. If I do happen to have both on hand, great. I can use this one. If this one goes down, I actually have another one in my pocket. So I have that. But overall, guys, if you're looking for something you can depend your life on and have good quality products, Crimson Trace and this CMR-201, I would highly recommend. It works great, and I think it works excellent for the ARs or any type rifle like that, because again, it's very lightweight and small and doesn't really get in the way of anything. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, post those below. If you have any direct experience with the Crimson Trace line of products, especially this CMR-201, post those. Like to hear your experiences and, you know, any pros or cons that you've encountered with it and want to share with us. That would be great. As always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you tuning into the channel. We'll be bringing you another video here in the near future. Have a good day.